They're trying to show what they got. Teams are here. I don't know if we've told the stream yet. We are going to Cursed Hollow, ghostDunk.
Very unlikely pick here. Cursed Hollow, probably one of the less popular maps, but with the third ban, we may be seeing it more often. From what I hear, the reason Cursed Hollow is not picked very often is Hanzo. Hanzo completely changes this map because he makes bosses disappear into thin air. Yes, yeah, just now you see it, now you don't, and now all of a sudden he's pushing down your lane, and your boss is only halfway through, and now they're charging at you.
Yeah.
So,
and we've seen a lot of Hanzo tonight. Did we see him in game number 1? No, we didn't see him game number 1. We saw him there, played by Team MinMax, but definitely Hanzo is in this meta, and he's going to be played as much as possible. And when you, I mean, just alone, that last game, you saw how threatening that ranged CC from the Dragon's Arrow, how long it stuns them, and then a follow-up, it's so deadly in the right hands.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And Team MinMax have been playing on point this whole cup. They've been playing very well as a team, and you saw just the trust that they have in each other to pull a lot of those combos off. Those are really tough, difficult things to make happen, and they made it happen.
So before we get into the game, I want to talk a bit about what's going on around the cup. We see Necro Dancer is taking game number 1 off of Psystorm, and already moving forward to the semifinals is Reborn.
Ooh, that is very exciting to hear Reborn keeping that number 3 spot, and we're going to get to see them, it looks like, in the next games here tomorrow.
Yeah, super excited to potentially get to see some more of Reborn. Very exciting team. But we are here in the draft, Cursed Hollow, and on the clock is FreeBirds with the first ban of the match, and it's going to be Genji.
And I have to imagine, I don't think we're going to see a... I wonder if we're going to see a Hanzo ban, because I'm not sure if Hanzo is first pick worthy or not on this map. However, FreeBirds do take first pick, and that's why I think Cursed Hollow is so interesting. It's such a rare map, and Team MinMax taking them there, saying, okay, if we can't get first pick, we're going to take you to Crazy Town. Not really Crazy Town, but like, you know, in an unexpected place.
This is 5 games in a row we've seen Team MinMax ban out the Kane. There is the Hanzo ban. Both Shimada brothers are not going to be played in this game. You think Team MinMax is afraid of the Deckard Kane? Maybe they're not as comfortable on it, and they've seen how powerful the hero is.
I think that they just rather ban it out.
Okay.
I'm sure that they can play a good Deckard Kane, but I don't know that it works with their slightly unorthodox meta. Like, you don't see a whole lot of APOC Earthquake combos in the rest of HGC, and you see it here from them, and they make it work. But I do think they believe in the support choke.
Oh my God! Look at this! I love this. I love this.
Dahaka.
Logan's played Dahaka 4 games in a row that we've casted.
Yeah.
They take it away. FreeBirds are saying, no, Logan, this time we're Dahaka.
Yeah. So they make sure that to take away that comfort pick, we're going to see what else they go with here. And these next 2, Abathur. Oh,
yes.
I forgot.
Our first Urel.
Yeah. Oh, I like this. Abathur hat on Urel is just terrifying because you just don't kill her. You can't kill Urel. I mean, that's an exaggeration, obviously, but Urel has such crazy good sustain. She's got such crazy good wave clear. And hey, if you're going to take the Hako away from Glogan, Glogan's going to play Urel, I bet.
Rainer again. The ETC has also been chosen by FreeBirds. Man, yeah, I think you're right. This Urel is going to be an issue, especially for Dahaka, I don't think, who has really much of a matchup at all into Urel. I think she just kind of bodies him around and
makes sure that has a matchup into Urel.
Yeah, like there's really not much you can do. They're going to have to find some way, maybe in the form of like a Zeratul or something that can help just jump down there and throw some damage at Urel. But, I mean, Dahaka on his own, he'll get his value from his global, but he's not going to be able to win that matchup, especially with an Abathur hat on top.
Yeah. The question is it going to be the the new solo support Abathur style that we've been seeing, or it's more traditional Abathur? Diablo immediately banned out. Probably a good call by them. The Diablo has been playing very well.
Surprised we saw the Stukov ban over the Ariel. We saw the Ariel pair with Rainer in game 1 by FreeBirds. Is that of surprise to you?
I will fight to my last breath.
The Ariel?
The Ariel. We saw FreeBirds played in game number 1 on Tomb of the Spider Queen.
Yeah, no, it's not that big of a surprise, especially with the Rainer, and especially on such a small map. I don't know if we see here yet, but we could still see her. I could still see it happening.
Are you surprised that the ban was on Stukov instead of Ariel?
No, because I think this map is much better for Stukov.
Okay.
I think Stukov, the silence in the choke points, and there's the Karazim. Oh, they are going all out. This is a brawly comp if I've ever seen a Rainer, Thrall, etc. Dahaka, 4 melee into the 4 bodies here without clone. That's going to be real rough, and Team MinMax now has to decide, what they're going to do with it, and they're going to take a Murda.
Look at all this melee. Look at all of it, and Thrall is such a great selection up against it.
Rainer is the only ranged character outside of Abathur in this entire comp, and Abathur barely counts as a ranged, although it does turn every single melee character into a ranged hero.
Yeah, but I think Thrall is, again, great spot here to have him. How Win gonna pick him up? Man, this is really spooky. I don't want to pick a favorite, but I think I like the draft here from FreeBirds a little bit better. I think it's a little more versatile. Depending on how Dark Chimera can play on this Karazim, I mean, it could be pretty deadly. I'd love to see the 7-sided strikes, but I can also make case that the palm would be worth it to keep your Thrall alive, playing aggressive. Keep yourself alive, maybe if Karazim's playing aggressive himself.
Yeah, definitely. Greymane could do something like go for the throat. Curse Bullet is an option, but if Greymane go for the throat, palm, perfect response to that.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the final map of the night over here on twitch.tv/HeroesHype. On the left-hand side, we have FreeBirds playing the ETC. Is going to be Diesel, Fancy Pants on the Dahaka. Dark Chimera going to be playing Karazim, Battery on Rainer, and How Win on the Thrall.
And on the side of Team MinMax, we've got LZ Gamer on the Murda, Sunshine playing Rhaegar, VFDG on Greymane, Danger Worm playing the Danger Worm himself on Abathur, and Glogan rounding it out on Yrel.
So we talked about what Danger Worm meant.
Yeah.
And we finally, is this confirmation? Is this it?
He looks pretty dangerous to me. Those spikes get hurt.
Definitely Danger Worm Avatar. Love to see it. All right, so level 1 talents, Dahaka sticking with the tissue regen that is so common nowadays, especially paired with that Hero Stalker at level 7. And it is Iron Fist from Karazim, definitely the way to go if you're picking up this hero. And I'm expecting a lot of fireworks out of this squad because they have lockdown, power slide, drag, just burst them down with the Karazim. Maybe you get the root from the Thrall. And I like this, the keeping Yrel. Like, what can Glogan really do here? Not much, and that's going to be a free tower for FreeBirds. And I think this is the proper way to play up against Yrel. Just put bodies in her lane.
Yeah, but that does allow the rest of the map to be controlled by Team MinMax. However, they are down a body. They've got Greymane getting the camp. They've got Abathur doing Abathur things. And hey, if Yrel beats everybody in lane, maybe she doesn't beat 3 heroes. I mean, it's close, but they grab themselves a tower. Not worth quite as much as it used to be. But there's still, a tower nonetheless, and looks like Yrel and Rhaegar are going to go on a little adventure here to the Bruiser camp, leaving top alone and letting Abathur soak it top.
They're going to pick up a bit of Merc pressure. They already got their Siege Giants bottom lane. Abathur going to play up there, up against the Dahaka.
Yeah.
But I like getting the Knights early here, especially you see the positioning of the first tributes can be top. They already have that push in the bottom lane, which Dahaka is there. He's going to be able to brush stalk up. So they have to find some sort of pressure somewhere else because those Siege Giants are not going to survive for too long.
Yeah, and I think you're seeing also why Cursed Hollow was picked. Team MinMax definitely has a plan for this. Dahaka taking care of these Giants, no problem, but the Giants do allow Abathur to basically stay down here in this lane solo and just handle themselves. And meanwhile, this camp pushing mid is going to do a lot of damage, and it's going to get quite a bit done. Dahaka taking the Giants out to the trash, and the rest of the team of Team MinMax sitting in this spell armor circle here. A big stun onto LZ Gamer, but it's Murda, and Murda's going to be just fine.
Okay, so first trip spawning, top lane, Rhaegar, you're really going to clean up those Siege Giants. All the mercs on the map have been cleared, except for this mid. The Knights are still pushing for FreeBirds, and there's not going to be a response because they can't afford to give up many more bodies. Oh, Greymane's actually going to leave to clear it up maybe here. So perhaps conceding this first tribute as only Yrel, Murden, and Rhaegar are up here in defense.
Yeah. Well, it's an Abathur composition in on Cursed Hollow, and generally the Abathur just sits there and tries to soak while the rest of the team delays as long as possible. LZ Gamer trying to get some kind of delay. Yrel coming in, not getting the W. The swing of the hammer just barely misses, breezes right past the face of Battery and Dark Chimera as the channel goes through. No delay for them, and that kind of hurts Team MinMax from min-maxing that round, because Abathur really wants to get the XP soak back.
This time should be a bit easier for them. It's in a very defensive position in that top/bottom right spawn on the top side of the map for Team MinMax, and they have that wall which is able to provide a bit of extra protection from them walking forward. But Diesel on the ETC making sure that that is not going to be a choke point for them. Yrel not able to hop over the wall.
Oh, Glogan boy. Oh, Glogan, my boy, my sweet precious boy, you got to jump over the wall. Oh, very tough there for Yrel, not quite making it over the wall. They're on there and dying, and another easy tribute for FreeBirds. And I'm looking at Abathur going mine builds here, as well as the mule. And going for the global range and the duration. Very interesting. I don't see this Ballista Spores talent very often.
Yeah, of course, getting Mule, healing up some towers in the bot side as our fine observer is showing everyone. Do you think there's enough time in this map? Abathur just taking a look at the XP numbers, not even as much as Dahaka has right now. So in terms of soaking, is like they have to find the stalls. How are they going to find the stalls with all this melee? They didn't pick up any ranged.
I mean, Murden, and I think the answer is Yrel. Yrel just goes in and delays all day, but for various reasons, they haven't been able to do that. So the missed swing on that first tribute, the unfortunate death of Glogan on the second tribute, they haven't been able to execute their plan, I believe. And here I think they're getting a lot more aggressive. They're really pushing on her. LZ Gamer going way back in there, trying to get onto the render. It's jumping brothers as Murden and Yrel go out, but Murden taking too much damage, not able to jump out in time. Sunshine not able to save him, not be able to get the healing tome down. There's a drag on the Yrel. Yrel could go down herself. VFDG in trouble now, and Greymane is going to go down. That's going to be a 3-kill, and it's looking really rough for Team MinMax here as FreeBirds march onto the boss.
Ooh, baby, a triple kill.
Yes.
And the boss is being put on a tee to knock out of the park here. Battery ripping through with that Rainer. They also have this tribute right next door, so it's going to be a boss plus a curse. Abathur all the while still soaking up top, but boss curse, I mean, this is going to be a fort, potentially sieging onto Keep Wall as well.
Yeah, and for all you kids at home, this is how you take a boss during curse. You don't do it after. If you can, you have to do it beforehand. That's the only way you're allowed to take boss. But tents coming online, they've got a curse, they've got boss, they've got tents. It's hard to see how they're not going to lose a ton of structures here on this push.
You know, it's late in the night. This Team MinMax is getting a bit tired. This game is not going as they want, and it's it's going to be really tough because now you see everyone putting this prioritization on this keep wall. They're leaving the boss back there. They say, hey, just get up here, start weakening it right away. We know Murda's mid. Urel's still top. They're getting some free damage here on these towers. Cleanse used there on Greymane. He's able to scoot back with his disengage, but you just look at the way this is being shredded down. Walls down. Now Greymane in trouble, does fall.
I had to look away. That was rough.
They were a fraction of an XP bar away from getting level 10 for the Ancestral. Might have been able to save Greymane. Instead, he falls. Instead, the keep falls. Instead, this boss is still healthy. 7.5 minutes in the game. Marched on to core with the Hyperion. They're finding the kill again on the Muradin. And oh my god, the mosh pit. This is GG. FreeBirds with a boss on core getting kills. That's a triple. And only here now is the Greymane and the clone from Abathur. But the core, 50% health and falling. The boss is healthy. GG, the game is over. The set is over. Moving on to the semifinals once again are the FreeBirds.
Oh my goodness. Well, Murda, you get to go to bed earlier than expected.
That was a quick one.
The only word coming to mind is spanking. That was rough. That was a really rough game. I think it's just FreeBirds, no slouches. I hate to say it. I really try not to say this when I cast, but I feel like Team MinMax, it was just mistakes. FreeBirds capitalized on every single mistake that Team MinMax made, and they turned it into a curse, Bosch, 10 push onto keep, onto core, and that is game. Really rough times there. Excellent games, though, from both of these teams. We got so much excitement packed into one series. We got a super close game, both on towers and spiders, and then we got a beatdown coming out from FreeBirds, pushing their way, forcing their way back into the semifinals, which they will try to get to the finals once more and get some of those sweet 120 or 90 points for the cups.
So, ladies and gents, we brought you 4 fantastic matches this evening. The best one coming there in the quarterfinals. FreeBirds taking it 2-1 over Team Min Max. We'll be back here tomorrow night, ghostDunk and myself, casting the 3rd place matchup. Let's take a peek over at the bracket before we go. So we already know that Reborn moved forward. We see FreeBirds is going to be facing them in the semifinals. Necro Dancers knocking out the Filipino team, moving over here. Psystorm Gaming in the quarterfinals, 2-0. So Necro Dancers making it back to the semifinals as well. And it looks like Wrong Orc is currently up 1-0 over TLR. We do not have the conclusion and that result available yet, but keep an eye on the bracket over at tournament.com. You can get the link from HeroesHype.com if you want to head over and check that out. But I'm excited because there's some really good teams that have been making it to a lot of these semifinals that we're going to get the opportunity to see tomorrow evening.
Yeah, I'm very excited for Necro Dancers. All these teams, it depends on whether TLR can beat Wrong Orc. It seems like Wrong Orc is definitely favored. A lot of people are very scared of Wrong Orc. But TLR, they've got 60 points themselves. Last in Cup 3, they were able to come in 3rd here. So they're able to push through. Maybe they might get through, but they still got themselves some points. Necro Dancers took themselves a 2nd place in Cup number 2. And Reborn, they're pushing up. So this is going to be very close games, and we're going to see if one of these lower teams can beat the Wrong Orc and FreeBirds dynasty that has been evolving here in these cups.
So we are both definitely excited to check that out tomorrow. If you want to see the semifinals take place, it's going to be over at twitch.tv/BlizzHeroes, hosted by Jake and Kala as always. So make sure you check out both of those semifinal matches from them. They'll also be picking up the finals for this cup. We will have the 3rd place match over here at twitch.tv/HeroesHype. So make sure you come check us out. If you're a fan of ghostDunk or myself, definitely support us. Ghost, let the viewers know where they can find you.
They can find me at twitch.tv/ghostdunk.
And if you're looking for me, twitch.tv/MurdaRG, same tag over on Twitter at MurdaRG. If you are a fan of my casting, I strongly urge you to check out. I have a very special tournament being hosted this Saturday, part of NGS 32 teams showing up playing for $100 worth of BattleNet gift cards. It's going to be taking place over at twitch.tv/MurdaRG, as well as some other fine casters from around the Nexus. So definitely check that out. And you also, as a viewer, have a chance to win a $20 BattleNet gift card. Check out my Twitter, at MurdaRG once again. Check that out. Submit a bracket. It's a fantasy bracket. If you pick the most winners, you're going to get some loot. So you'll love to see it. Ghost, I love you, baby. I had such a good time tonight.
I had a fantastic time, Murda, and I'm excited for that game this weekend. I'm playing in it too, and if we play well and win our first match, we get the right to be stomped by Team Name Change. So
it should be a fun event. I'm definitely excited to have you play. I'd love to be casting with you, but seeing you play might be more fun.
Yeah, and maybe I'll get knocked out and I'll join the casts. Anyways, we want to remind people to check out the Patreon over at patreon.com/HeroesHype. A lot of really cool gifts. You get to support the Heroes of the Storm amateur community. You get to support the group HeroesHype that brings you everything. They make all this happen. The production team tonight has been phenomenal. Shout out to them. Shout out to production, and shout out to our observer Kagekiri. And, make sure to check out some of these reward tiers. You guys can get shout outs. You're going to get early access to photos and VODs. And if you pay enough, you get into the legendary tier where you get multiple swag bags per year, it looks like, and inclusion in the HeroesHype shout out and access to hosted events as well. And even just $5 a month is going to get you access to the Discord channel on the HeroesHype Discord for patrons only. So make sure you guys go and check that out, and make sure to check us out, HeroesHype, on social media, Twitter, Discord, Facebook, Snapchat, all of them in the panels down there on the very channel that you're watching. What else, Murda? What do we got here? Oh yeah, subscribe to the Twitch channel. What can they get if they subscribe to the Twitch channel?
Sweet emotes. We talked about the gingerbread Nazebo. Definitely want to get that. Warning, Halloran. NA Lol. I think that one's really good too. It's got the USA flag, the stripes, NA Lol. That one's really good. Really good.
And make sure to check out HeroesHype.com. It's everything you need to know about the Open Division, including articles about previous week, upcoming tournaments, and events. And HeroesHype, they've got their own stream team. It's not just us casters. They've also got the HeroesHype Hype Squad, I do believe they're called. And they've got a full schedule. You can check it out at HeroesHype.com/Hype Squad. You can check out all of the wonderful streamers here. We've got the Open Division, and Kagiri is Wednesday at 11 a.m. Pacific, and all these times are Pacific. Zanji at 5 p.m. Pacific on Wednesday. Thursday, we're going to have the Battle for the Nexus at 6 p.m. Viper on Friday at 6 p.m. Jay Sharpie, love this guy, 9 p.m. On Friday. Make sure to check him out. Alicia Wins on Saturday at 5 p.m. Make sure to check out my boy, Mr. Slack and Salt. DJ, how you doing? Shout out my man, 9 p.m. Pacific on Saturday. And then on Sunday, to round it out, Kid Kerrigan at 5 p.m. Pacific. Love to see her stream. Make sure you guys check all that stuff out here at HeroesHype. So much hype here for heroes, it can hardly be contained.
Kid Kerrigan just dropping a fat host on the stream. 75 viewers, welcome. Unfortunately, we are done for the night. We will be sure to send you over somewhere else that is equally as fantastic.
What's great is that Kid Kerrigan hosted us just in time for us to hype her channel up. HeroesHype. So Kid Kerrigan, thank you for the host of the stream team here at HeroesHype. Anyways, we're gonna see FreeBirds move on to the semifinals to fight against Reborn tomorrow. Make sure to check that out. That is going to do it for us. I've been ghostDunk, your caster, and the caster, Murda, has been joining me.
Appreciate it, Ghost. Good time. Excited for tomorrow night as well.
Oh, same. We'll be joining you guys then. And until then, have a good night. See you around.